Hello friends. Welcome to Study Time. Today current affairs for competitive exams 2021. India's first indigenous tumor antigen SPAG9. The SPAG9 antigen developed by the National Institute of Immunology (NII) has received the ASPAG-NIITM trademark. India's first indigenous tumor antigen SPAG9 was discovered in 1998 by Dr. Anil Suri, who heads the cancer research program at the NII. Currently, ASPAG-NIITM is being used in dendritic cell-based immunotherapy in cervical, ovarian cancer and will also be used in breast cancer. Lima Bello passes away. The International Olympic Committee (IOC) honorary member Fernando F. Lima Bello passed away in June 2021. Lima Bello was a world champion sailor snipe in 1953 and competed at two Olympic Games, Mexico City 1968 and Munich 1972, Dragon. He was later a member of the International Sailing Federation, now World Sailing, and president of the Olympic Committee of Portugal. Uttarakhand to establish 451 health centers. The Uttarakhand Gov has informed us that 451 health and wellness centers will be established in the state. Under the Pradhan Mantri National Dialysis Program, a budget of 1 crore rupees has been approved for establishing 5 new dialysis centers. These will be established in Bageshwar, Chamoli, Champawat, Tehri, and Uttarakashi districts. 894 crore rupees for Uttarakhand's health sector. The Government of India has released an amount of 894 crore rupees for strengthening of health services of Uttarakhand and operation of important public health services in the state for the current financial year. This is the highest budget allocated for the healthcare department so far. In the year 2019-21, the state was sanctioned 652.49 crore rupees by the Government of India. BSE*MF signs more with GUMCCCSL. BSE*MF, India's largest mutual funds distributor platform, has signed and more with Godavari Urban Multi-State Credit Co-op Society Ltd, GUMCCCSL, at Nanded. The MO aims to facilitate cooperation between BSE*MF and rural markets in areas like financial inclusion, investment goals, and wealth creation. GUMCCCSL was established in 2013. YIPL saved 22 lakh units of energy. The Kempegowda International Airport has achieved net energy neutral status in FRE 2020-21 as part of its sustainability goals. This was informed by Bangalore International Airport Ltd, YIPL, which operates the airport. As an outcome of energy conservation, YIPL has been able to save nearly 22 lakh units of energy in FY 2020-21, enough to power nearly 9,000 houses for a month. Pakistan produces Chinese CancernoBio vaccine. Pakistan has started producing the single-dose Chinese CancernoBio COVID-19 vaccine. Branded Pakwac, an initial batch of 118,000 doses of the vaccine is ready to be delivered to the government. Pakistan signed a deal with CancernoBio in late March 2021 to import a concentrate of the vaccine in bulk to process and package the vaccine locally. Oil firms to sell ethanol blended petrol. The Union government will direct oil companies to sell up to 20% ethanol blended petrol from the 1st of April 2023. Increased ethanol blending with fossil fuels will help reduce pollution and strengthen India's resolve towards fulfilling commitments made at COP21, the UN Climate Change Conference held in France in 2015. It will also help lower India's energy import dependency. Adani launches Green Tariff Initiative. Adani Electricity Mumbai Limited (AEML) has decided to offer a green tariff initiative for its consumers in Mumbai suburban area. All consumers right from corporates, industrial, commercial, hotels, restaurants, and residential consumers can now switch to green energy. The consumers can opt for Adani Electricity Green Tariff Initiative by paying an additional tariff of Rs. 0.66 paise unit. CESL to supply EVs to Goa, Kerala, and Andhra. Convergence Energy Services Ltd, CESL, will supply 30,000 electric two-wheelers to Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, and Goa. Under the agreement, the vehicles would be supplied by the Energy Efficiency Services Ltd, EESL unit. CESL will also separately sign a pact with the Pune Municipal Corporation operating three-wheeled electric vehicles, EVs, for the municipality's garbage collection fleet. YIPL receives financing from SBI. The Yamuna International Airport PVT Ltd, YIPL, has received the final credit sanction for 3,725 crore rupees from the State Bank of India. SBI for the development of Noida International Airport near. The entire loan of 3,725 crore Indian rupees has been underwritten by SBI on a dot-to-do loan tenor of 20 years. The airport is being developed in close partnership with the government of UP. Rajesh Nambiar appointed head of DBNT. Cognizant Technology Solutions Corp. has appointed Rajesh Nambiar, CMD of India Operations, as President of Digital Business and Technology, DBNT, effective the 4th of June 2021. Nambiar will continue in his India role. He will replace Malcolm Frank, Executive Vice President and President, Digital Business and Technology, who on the 28th of May, notified Cognizant of his intent to retire effective the 1st of September, 21. FATF, Pakistan on enhanced follow-up status. The Asia Pacific Group, APG, on money laundering, a regional affiliate of Paris-based FATF, has retained Pakistan on enhanced follow-up status. Pakistan was put on the grey list by the Paris-based Financial Action Task Force, FATF, in June 2018. The second follow-up report, FAR, on the mutual evaluation of Pakistan released by the APG also downgraded the country on one criterion. Kalipatnam Ramarao passes away. Eminent Telugu story writer, poet, and Kendriya Sahitya Akademi awardee Kalipatnam Ramarao passed away in June 2021. The founder of Kathanilayam, known popularly as Kara Mastaru, received the Kendriya Sahitya Akademi Award for Yagnam, which is related to social reforms. Rama Rao established Kada Nilayam to collect and preserve different books on different literary forms. Singapore Grand Prix called off this year. The Singapore Grand Prix has been called off for 2021 and Formula One is assessing its options to replace the race. Turkey, China, and the second race at Austin in the USA are all under consideration as replacements. Turkey had been scheduled as a substitute for the Canadian Grand Prix for June 2021. Incentive for companies hiring transgenders. The government of Bangladesh will provide tax incentives to the companies that hire transgender people. Companies that employ more than 100 third-gender people, or 10% of the total workforce, will get a 5% tax rebate or refund of 75% of the transgender employee's salary, whichever is lower. Bangladesh had allowed people to register themselves as the third gender in 2013. US contributes $2 billion United States dollars to Gavi. The US has so far contributed $2 billion to Gavi, the vaccine alliance, for the COVAX facility. COVAX is a global risk-sharing mechanism for pooled procurement and equitable distribution of COVID-19 vaccines. The US, in total, had pledged $4 billion to COVAX, out of which $2 billion so far has been contributed. Visa validity of foreign nationals extended. India has extended its visa validity till the 31st of August 2021 due to the difficulties being faced by foreign nationals who came to the country prior to March last year and got stranded due to the COVID-19 lockdown. These foreign nationals will not be required to submit an application to the FRRO for concern for the extension of their visas. Bird Group head Ankur Bhatia dies. Bird Group Executive Director Ankur Bhatia passed away on the 4th of June 2021. He was credited to have launched India's first natural and perennial indoor ice skating rink and Café Skate in Ambience Mall, Gurugram. Bird Group is a leading operator in the hospitality sector and brought the travel tech brand Amadeus to the Indian subcontinent in 1994. SII gets DCGIs nod to manufacture Sputnik V. The DCGI has granted permission to the Serum Institute of India (SII) to manufacture the Sputnik COVID-19 vaccine in India for examination, test, and analysis with certain conditions. The Pune-based firm has collaborated with Gamaleya Research Institute of Epidemiology and Microbiology, Moscow in Russia for developing Sputnik V. Aditya Puri joins Pharmacy's parent AP. Aditya Puri, the former CEO and MD of HDFC Bank, has joined the board of medicine delivery platform Pharmacy. The appointment comes ahead of an IPO planned by Pharmacy's parent company AP Holdings. Puri will also be joining the board of PNB Housing as an investor nominee. Earlier, Strides Group appointed Puri as the chairman of the board of Stellus Biopharma. US suspends 25% tariffs on India. The United States government has announced the further suspension of punitive tariffs for 6 months on India, Austria, Italy, Spain, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. It includes 25% tariffs on over $2 billion imports from these 6 countries. Around 26 categories of goods are in the preliminary list of products that would be subject to the additional tariffs. Wipro, third IT firm to hit ₹3 crore market cap. IT company Wipro on June 3, 2021, touched the 3 lakh rupees CR mark in market capitalization, market cap, for the first time in its history. With this, Wipro becomes the third Indian IT firm after Infosys and TCS to attain the feat. Wipro touched the 1 lakh rupees crore mark in December 2009, and then it took almost 11 years to hit the 2 lakh rupees crore mark in October 2020. Zydus gets nod antibodies cocktail trials. Zydus Cardila's antibodies cocktail has been given permission to conduct clinical trials by the Subject Expert Committee (SEC) of Central Drugs Standard Control Org. It has developed biological therapy ZRC3308, a cocktail of 2 SARS-CoV-2 neutralizing monoclonal antibodies (mAbs) for COVID treatment. It is the first Indian company to get permission for clinical trials of antibodies cocktail. Singapore Red Cross sends 38 crore rupees. Singapore's Red Cross is sending nearly 7 million Singapore dollars, approx 38 crore rupees, to India for distribution to hospitals and medical institutions amid the second COVID-19 wave in the country. This includes SGD $1 million, about 5.50 crore rupees, funds collected by the Singapore Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry (SICCI) and the Little India Shopkeepers and Heritage Association. RBI extends liquidity facility to SIDBI. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has decided to extend a special liquidity facility of 16,000 crore rupees to the Small Industries Development Bank of India (SIDBI). This facility is expected to support the MSMEs amid the current COVID crisis and the lockdowns across states. The facility will be available at the prevailing policy repo rate for a period of up to 1 year. TN brings all SC subsects under a single name. The Adi Dravidar and Tribal Welfare Department of Tamil Nadu issued an order on 3 June 2021 bringing all the 7 subsects of scheduled castes under one common name, Devendrakula Velala. The 7 subcastes Devendrakulathan, Kadayan, Kaladi, Kudumban, Pallan, Pannadi and Vatirian have been given the generic title. Ladakh LG launches Yontap Scheme 2021. Ladakh LG RK Mathur launched the Yontap Scheme 2021 from Leh on 4 June 2021. In the first phase of the Yontap scheme, 9 to 12 class students are handed over educational tabs in Leh and Kargil. Tab has online and offline apps along with 35 books in PDF format. A total of 12,300 students of 6th to 12th class from Gove schools will be benefited from the scheme worth 15 crore rupees. ADB sells $5.5 billion dual tranche bonds. The Asian Development Bank (ADB) returned to the US dollar bond market with the pricing of a 3-year global benchmark bond worth $4 billion and a 7-year global benchmark bond worth $1.5 billion. Proceeds of it will be a part of ADB's ordinary capital resources. The 3-year bond has a coupon rate of 0.375% per annum payable semi-annually and a maturity date of the 11th of June 2024. Anurag Singh launches Hisabki Kitab. Union Minister of State for Finance and Corporate Affairs, Anurag Singh Thakur, has launched Investor Education and Protection Fund Authorities (IEPFA) Hisabki Kitab. Developed by Common Service Centers (CSC) EGAV as a part of their training tool, the Hisabki Kitab is a series of 6 short films of 5 minutes each. These modules highlight the importance of budget and savings. 20,000 crore rupees COVID package for Kerala. As part of tackling the challenges posed by the pandemic, a second COVID package of 20,000 crore rupees has been announced in the budget of Kerala. Of the 20,000 crore package, 2,800 crore rupees will be spent to tackle health emergency situations, while 8,900 crore rupees will be disbursed directly to people whose livelihood has been affected by the pandemic. RBI introduces 15,000 crore rupees liquidity window. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has opened a separate liquidity window of 15,000 crore rupees till March 31, 2022. It has been done to mitigate the adverse impact of COVID-19 second wave on certain contact-intensive sectors. The facility will have tenors of up to 3 years at a repo rate 4%. The banks will be permitted to park their surplus liquidity up to the size of the loan book. Sushant, Times 50 Most Desirable Men. Times 50 Most Desirable Men 2020 list has been released. On the coveted list are men under 40 across various fields who have created an impact. Sushant Singh Rajput, a rare celebrity with the mindset of an astronomer and astrophysicist, tops the list this year. Vijay Deverakonda is at number 2, Aditya Roy Kapoor at number 3, Vicky Kaushal at number 4, and Dulquer Salman at number 5. EESL ties up with ISHRAE. EESL has partnered with ISHRAE for the implementation of energy-efficient and clean energy solutions in the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration (HVAC) space. EESL stands for Energy Efficiency Services Limited (EESL), while ISHRAE stands for Indian Society of Heating, Refrigerating, and Air Conditioning Engineers. Bharati Axa, Shivalik Bank in Bancassurance Pact. Bharati Axa Life Insurance has entered into a bancassurance partnership with Shivalik Small Finance Bank. Under this agreement, Bharati Axa Life Insurance will offer its suite of life insurance products, including protection, health, savings, and investment plans, to customers of Shivalik Small Finance Bank across its 31 branches and digital network across the country. L&T receives Advance Partner status. L&T Technology Services Ltd has achieved Advance Partner status within the PTC Partner Network program for demonstrating excellence in product lifecycle management (PLM). It is the first engineering and technology company in the APAC Asia Pacific Accreditation Cooperation region to receive this recognition. BIOS and Google tie-up. BIOS and Google have come together to offer a learning solution for schools in the country. The BIOS Google tie-up brings together the simplicity, flexibility, and security of Google Workspace for education and BIOS content pedagogy on the Vidyartha platform to aid effective learning at school. This platform is available for free to participating educational institutions. Dr. S. Sodhi elected to the board of IDF. Dr. S. Sodhi, Managing Director, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Ltd, GCMMF Amul, has been unanimously elected to the board of International Dairy Federation IDF. He was elected during the General Assembly of IDF held World Milk Day. He joined GCMMF Amul in the year 1982 and took over as Managing Director of GCMMF Amul in the year 2010. David Diop wins International Booker Prize. David Diop has won the International Booker Prize for fiction. At Night All Blood is Black by French writer David Diop beat 5 other finalists to take the £50,000 $70,000 prize, which is open to fiction in any language that has been translated into English. The prize money will be split between the author and his translator, Anna Moskovakis. World Environment Day, the 5th of June. World Environment Day is celebrated on June 5 every year to remind people about the importance of nature. The United Nations Assembly established World Environment Day in 1972, which was the first day of the Stockholm Conference on the Human Environment. The theme for World Environment Day 2021 is Reimagine, Recreate, Restore, and Pakistan will be the global host for the big day. The end. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.